Hey, what's up, my uplifting life partners? This is Ron Simplify Myers. Today, I wanted to come talk to you guys about winning in relationships. Now, you guys know my book is Get Rid of Your Problems, Not Your Partner. So, the way to deal with your issues is the same way you deal with in a relationship. And by that, I'm saying it's us versus the problem. That's why I say get rid of your problem. It's not you, it's the issues that you need to address and get those resolved. In a relationship, it's the same thing. It's us versus whatever the issue is. I'm not a person that's into the pouting. I'm not talking to you. I'm mad at you. We in the same house. We walking past each other. We're not speaking. We bump each other. We're doing all kind of silly things. That's what kids do. I know I might have just hurt some feelings when I said that, but that's exactly what it is. That's what kids do. An adult is someone who recognizes we got an issue. Let's get this resolved. That's what relationships are. We're supposed to be in this to make each other's life easier, not complicated. The world will throw enough challenges at us on its own without us adding fuel to the fire. You guys know I've mentioned the fact that whenever, that saying, when a woman says nothing, it means something. If you're dealing with me, it means nothing. Why? Because I'll talk to you and I'll say, hey, what's going on? How you feeling? I already know you're upset because we pick up on each other's vibes as human beings. So I'm gonna ask you what's going on. You tell me nothing. Cool. Sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Everything's good. I'm not gonna sit here and beat you up by trying to talk you out of that. And I know some people, well, that's what you should do because they want to know you care. They know I care. I just asked you, are you okay? And I'm checking with you. I'm trying to address this. If you want to play games, I'm not here to play games with you. This is about us dealing with the problems. I'm not going to add unnecessary stress to my life. Again, the world will give us enough issues to deal with. I'm not going to create problems in my life. The world will give us enough of those. If we're in a relationship together, we're supposed to be teammates in this together. Our objective is whatever it is that we're shooting to accomplish. That's the goal. How can we make each other's lives easier so that we can get there? Bring your strengths. I'm gonna bring my strengths. Let's put them together. Let's make it happen. Now we're going to disagree along that process, and that's okay. That's good. We may even blow up for a quick second. That's cool, but let's get past that because we got to get back to let's deal with the issue. That walking past each other, I'm not speaking to you. I'm mad at you. I got my lips stuck out. That's what kids do. I know. I probably hurt some feelings when I said that, but it is. That's what kids do. Adults are mature enough to recognize that we have an issue. We need to talk. See, this is why I say get rid of your problems, because when you become very confident in who you are, then I'm not here to play games because I'm very confident in who I am in the direction in which I am. And therefore, when I'm in a relationship, it's going to be the same thing. It's just now I've included another person, which means we're as teammates. We're in this together. It's us versus the problem. The problem. Not us versus each other. Us versus the problem. I did something. I said something. I responded a certain way. You didn't agree with it. You need to tell me. We need to talk. Get it done. Move forward. I'm not sleeping on the couch. I'm not walking past you. I'm not acting like I don't see you. Again, that's what kids do. And again, I know I probably offended some people when I said that because that's the way they deal with their issues. But I want you to think it through. If your kids did that, and that's how they responded with issues, what are you going to say to them? Your kid decides, I ain't talking to you, mama. Okay, they walk past you. You know what I'm saying? I know, because I know when I was younger, when we try to disagree or say we ain't going to do certain things, shoot, Pops will tell us in a heartbeat. As long as you're in my house, you're going to live by my rules. The moment you decide you can't live by my rules is the moment you can get out of my house. Folks, that's pretty direct. We ain't got no problems unless I'm ready to get out and get my own stuff. So in a relationship, really that's the whole key. The key to relationships is recognizing there's an issue. Let's deal with the issue. I used to say that all the time to Terry. I said, dear, I ain't going nowhere. You know I ain't going nowhere. So what does that mean? We need to get the problem resolved because I'm not getting ready to walk through the house and act like I don't see you. I'm not getting ready to sit there with my lip stuck out. I'm not going to sit here and watch you stick your lip out. Now, if you want to play the game, enjoy yourself. Just don't expect me to sit there and watch it. I may go watch TV. I may go, listen to my meditation or my self-development. But bottom line, I ain't going to sit there with you and play the game. I'm just not. And I know people, well, they want to know you care. I asked you, what's the issue? Again, folks, this is not about playing games. Too many people spend time playing games versus saying, this is what I need. This is what's going on. You said something today that hurt me. You did something today that I was offended by. Folks, let's talk. Now, again, you don't do this in front of other people because it ain't their problem. That's why, again, you'll never hear me in a disagreement with someone that I'm in a relationship with. Why? It's not everybody else's business. If I said or if you did something I don't agree with, we gonna talk away from everybody else, because what happens is when you bring that stuff up in public, people's ego and pride get in the way. Now this is gonna blow into something way beyond what it started. It could be something minor and it's gonna blow up. Why? Because all of a sudden, that's how fights get started. Everybody like, ooh, I can't believe he said that to you. Oh, you gonna let her just get away with that? And they escalate. They're adding fuel to the fire. That's what happens when you bring your situations in front of everyone else. It ain't their business. This is your and my. We're teammates in this particular relationship. We have some issues that have crossed our paths. Let's look at those issues. Let's take them on. Let's beat it. This is not about us trying to figure out how to make a pebble into a boulder or to a mountain, which people do. Amazing to me. Too much work. That's how you end up on the couch. That's how you end up ignoring each other. And I don't play those games. Let's deal with the issue. Let's get it resolved. We're in this together to win, to relieve stress, to relieve frustration, to relieve anger. All the negativities, you got to be the partner. If I'm in a relationship with you, we're going to make this relationship work. And I believe that way in all my relationships. Or guess what? I'm not going to hang with you. This is not hard to figure out. I'm not in a relationship that you cause friction, that I always got to battle with you. I'm not going to be in that relationship. Now, I understand people at work, people that are forced into your life, you got to deal with those differently. We still got to get those resolved. But for me, it's all about perspective. I can get at peace. That's why, again, you guys always hear me saying, get rid of your problems. That's the number one key. Because you could be a jerk, and I'm forced to work with you. I just will deal with you only on a professional basis, which means we need things to get resolved. We'll get them done. I'm not going to have any stress over you because I control that. I will just deal with you when I have to deal with you. And aside from that, I move forward. And I'm not going to let what you say or do faze me. Why? There are people that believe I'm going to treat you, because we were talking about, I was talking with a gentleman, and he's saying, respect is earned. And I tell people, really? So in other words, you disrespect people the moment you meet them until they reach a certain guideline that you created, and then you respect them. Oh, no, that's not what I mean. It's like after they treat me a certain way. Oh, so in other words, respect is automatically given, and then depending on the way they treat you will determine on whether they keep that respect. Yeah, that's what it is. Why would you allow someone else to determine the way you act and the way you respond? See, here's the key. If they do things that you say they're a jerk, and then you turn around and do the exact same thing, doesn't that make you a jerk too? Yes, it does. See, the ideal is you don't let other people determine your actions. In other words, if you're a jerk, I understand you're a jerk. Now, we're going to have limited time we're going to spend together. Like I said, again, if we're at work, I don't have a choice, but I'll deal with you in a professional manner while we're there at work, and I'm not going to let you stress or anything that you do faze me. Why? Because I get to decide that. I'm not responding to you. See, you may not change people, have the ability to change people, because we don't. They have to make the change. But you can change the way they respond to you. So in other words, if they're a person that loves to argue, You just don't argue. You say something, they argue, go. And they're like, did you hear me? Mm-hmm. See, now they realize if you're going to talk to me, you're going to have to deal with me differently because this ain't going to happen anymore. Why? I'm not letting you pull me in. See, folks, you don't allow other people to determine your actions. Again, if they're a jerk, don't become a jerk just to match them, to prove a point. That's where the ego and pride steps in. You're able to say, I live a stress-free life, and I'm not going to let you stress me. And you move on. So anyway, the whole thing, that the idea behind this is winning relationships. Winning in relationships is recognizing we're teammates, and we're going to address the problems and get those resolved. We're separating them from the individual, and that's why you can deal with even the people that try to make your life complicated, because you separate them as an individual from the problem. They got personal issues that they haven't resolved. That's why they want to create friction. I understand that. I'm able to separate the two, but I'm not going to participate in the friction. That's why you can still love a person that you even think is a jerk. Because remember, love is accepting people as they are. I accept the fact that they got some personal issues going on. And because of that, and they're not dealing with them, I'm not getting ready to deal with them. Those are their issues. Now, if they need my help, again, I'm here to assist. That's what winning in relationships is about. I'm here to assist if you want help. If you don't, I'm going to limit the amount of time that I spend with you because you're not willing to move forward. And I'm not going to let you determine the way I respond. Why? Because the first relationship is with me. Get rid of my problems. That means get rid of that ego and that pride. And when I get to that point, I'm at peace. Then when I'm at peace, it makes it easy to win in relationships because I'm going to wish and try to help you get to the same peacefulness, and then the relationship works. It's like as soon as something happens. Terry and I used to have, you guys know I talk about the 4 personalities. And once you understand that the acronym is STAR, S-T-A-R, and each letter stands for a certain word, and then and that word describes the personality. So anyway, Terry and I got to a point where I was the theory, which means very direct individuals. And so if I said certain things, Terry would be like, whoo, that T's pretty strong. Folks, that was a communication. I already knew that. Ooh, obviously I said something she didn't agree. Now, people around us have no idea we just had a whole conversation. She goes, ooh, T. Oh, I knew. And I say, ooh, the S. Man, it's strong. Stability minded. See, she knew instantly. I go, oh, I'm just telling her, okay, we're being a little too structured here. We don't have to be in this particular area. So we could have a whole conversation just by saying the S, the T, the A, the R, and the world has no idea what just happened. That's teamwork. That's us working as a unit. That's us figuring out each other's communications so that we can talk to each other. We're speaking the same language. The world doesn't need to be able to interpret our conversation because that's our relationship. So anyway, so the winning in a relationship is just recognizing just that. We're in this together as teammates. It's us versus the problem, not making the problem be the priority, and it causes us to be against each other. Because again, I'm not going to pout with you. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not sleeping on your couch. I'm not, all those things that people do, which is, again, I know maybe that's wrong to say the words, but that's what kids do. I'm not into all those. We're adults. Let's deal with the issues. Let's get the problem solved. So again, we can live a stressless and eliminate frustration. Get those things out of our life. Because I'm hoping if you're in my life, that's the goal, is to help my life become easier, as I'm definitely going to try and do that for you. And as you guys know, it ain't right, it ain't wrong. It is my opinion. Please share this video with others. And if you haven't had the opportunity to see my other videos, or if you're not on my YouTube channel, it's ronsuchannel.com. Ron, the letter U, ronsuchannel.com. And By the way, if you haven't had the opportunity to get a hold of my book, I have it available free now at relationshipfreebook.com. Again, relationshipfreebook.com. Go over there and get your free version of it, and it'll help you dramatically in every area of your life. I'm not just saying that because I wrote it, but I'm saying it because I know it works. It's worked in my life. It's worked with those that have used the concepts that I'm teaching. And this is, folks, this is over 30 years of research and studying that I've done, and hundreds of thousands of dollars that I put into learning this stuff. So this is not just someone just throwing stuff out there and hope that it worked. Oh no, I know it works. So anyway, get your version. And as you guys know, if you're not having fun, you should be doing something else. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll probably talk about scarcity and abundance mentality, because trust me, those play a major role in relationships. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.